Okay, I'm going to walk you through something called the offer engine right now, and you should pay really close attention to this, especially if you haven't put all the pieces together or you're still struggling to go from idea to a successful online business. Why? Because your offer is 96% of your success, and all of the other stuff you're probably doing downstream, like writing emails, social media, trying ads, doing webinars, and all that other crap will not work until you have a good offer in place. Before we dig into the offer engine, I want to zoom out and look at the whole AI customer engine strategy. Why is that so important? Well, simple, because no matter who you serve or what you do or where you're from, you need these three things: an offer, content, and traffic. You need a unique offer that stands out and solves a problem for a specific group of people that are looking to solve that problem with the right model, meaning you're not going to guess, you're going to know your exact pricing and have the right system in place. Content. Well, you have to have something for them to opt into, a video, a script that you're going to use to get people to pay you for strategy sessions or buy your product. So you need content to make social media ads and all of the marketing work. Then traffic, you have to get in front of people. So when I say the offer is 96% of your success, I mean that because none of the downstream stuff is going to work until you have a solid offer in place. So let's dig into that right now. Okay, the offer engine is made up of three simple steps. Number one is the message. That's the core thing that everything else blossoms from. And what you're going to learn here quickly that's kind of cool is that once you have the core message down, then the product comes from that. So that's how you're going to solve that problem for people. And then your model is the mechanism you're going to use to get strangers to turn them into customers. But then all of your marketing content is automatic. So if you have a solid offer in place, that's the DNA of all your marketing. You don't have to worry about what to put in your emails or how to create a webinar or any of that other crap because you have a solid offer engine in place. So step one is your message. Who you serve. So you're going to help a defined group of people that's actually motivated and actively looking to solve a problem. One problem that you solve, simply meaning I help you get more X. You should be able to say in your mind right now that this group of people, contractors, stay-at-home moms, busy executives, whoever they are, come to me to get more X. What is that answer? What's that currency? What is that one problem you solve? And why should they work with you? Well, because they're already trying to solve that problem. There's a whole bunch of friction in the way. They're taking tons of courses. They're overwhelmed. They're buying complicated tech. They don't want, long, boring workouts in the gym. They're tired of taking these medications for their depression or for their anxiety. So you have to look at what the problems and struggles your customers are facing right now, and you have to eliminate or reduce those. And your program needs to help them get a result in a specific amount of time. That's the timeline. So no one wants to lose 5 pounds in 20 years. No one wants to launch their first webinar in 6 months. They want to do it in 6 days. So you have to have a timeline that's exciting that can actually get customers results. Once you have a core message in place that defines who you help, the specific result you help them attain, the obstacles, struggles, fears that they remove, and the specific timeline, the next step is a unique product. You don't come in to the marketplace saying, hey, I'm another health coach, I'm another bankruptcy attorney, I'm another X, Y, and Z. You say, hey, the reason why you're struggling is because you're suffering from all the overwhelm. And I'm going to give you a clear map from point A to point B, period, that you can only get from me. You wouldn't go to medical school. Actually, you would go to medical school, it'd be smart, but you wouldn't try to become a surgeon by buying 75 anatomy books on Amazon and then say, hey, let me operate on your child, please. You wouldn't try to become a pilot by buying aviation books and watching YouTube videos. There's a specific path. And the reason why your audience is struggling, because you haven't taken your ideas and the problem that you solve and articulated those ideas into a clear map that they can follow. That gives them confidence, that gives you confidence. And more importantly, all of your ads and social media and content stands out because you're showing them a unique map they haven't seen, much like you're looking at right here. So you get all the ideas out of your head, you create a roadmap, and then you choose one step of that roadmap as a lead magnet that you're going to use to acquire people. So you have a clear message, you have a unique product that they can only get from you, and then this is where the wheels fall off for a lot of people is the model. If you have tried to launch a book or a low ticket offer or a course or a coaching program or an agency offer or a digital product of any kind, You don't just put it out there and see what happens. Hope is not a strategy. I think that's a book. You have to know some very simple things like what model should you use? So let me give you an example. If you have no audience, you don't go and try to launch a membership site or a low ticket course with nothing else behind it. Why? Because all the gurus that are complete experts out there can do that because they have huge audiences. They can send an email or post something on YouTube and boom, go get 2,000 customers. You can't do that. If you've never sold anything, that's fine, but you have to start selling one-to-one before you can sell one-to-many. So you wouldn't do webinars selling to groups if you can't go get a customer and help them get results directly. So you don't have a big audience, you don't have sales experience. That determines which model that you should use. And the final element is customer results. If you don't have customer results, like you haven't helped one person get results, you don't write the autobiography about an adventure that you're going to have in the future. So you build things backwards. You help a few people get results, you get case studies. By doing high tickets, you can enroll somebody directly and prove that you have a system. Then you could do courses, memberships, and more leveraged business models. And then you could write the book saying, let me outline how I helped 1,000 people get this amazing result. So the marketers and scammers and fly-by-night, marketers that are using Wi-Fi that they borrowed from their mother, or they live in their grandma's basement, that were selling crypto yesterday and now they're selling AI. You got to rise above all that noise and take a breath and say, okay, I need a unique message. I need to have a product that nobody else has that shows people how I can help them get the result that my message promises. And then I have to have the right model. The model is really simple. There's only 2 models on the planet. This is how simple marketing can be. You either offer something for free and then paid once you've proven that you can get leads and actually convert them. You launch a low ticket offer, which makes your business ad proof, and you can acquire customers at zero cost because you're literally bidding on purchases. I'm not going to get nerdy about the algorithm, but you start out for free and then you charge a very low amount, like $27. You avoid all the crap that everybody else is telling you to do. Low ticket, complicated funnels with upsells, downsells, and models where these gurus have giant teams in place and they've been doing it for years and they're experts. Believe it or not, the more complicated your marketing is and the lower ticket you're selling, the more of an expert you have to be, because you're looking at conversion rates that move by 0.5% can kill things. You have to have upsells, downsells, content, all that crap. You don't want that. Lead magnets are courses. They opt in, they buy something from you. That's great, but you start each month from scratch. There's no recurring revenue. You can't help people get results. And traditional high ticket funnels. That's where you drive people to a free call. It's the worst model in the world because you're basically saying your time is worthless. Hey, I'm an expert, but you can talk to me for free, or I can hire a 19-year-old closer that's never actually helped clients get results, and they're going to use psychological pressure selling and tell your audience what's your life going to be, and is your wife going to leave you because you haven't taken action. You need to get rid of all that crap and just drive people to a simple video where they can pay you for a session. Or if you have experience doing that, you've already helped clients get results, you know how to sell one-to-one, then you can go to a simple workshop where they can sign up for a membership or a paid strategy session. So it's super simple. Give something for free, prove that it works, eliminate all the tech, all the BS, drive them to a simple video where they can buy something from you, a paid session. And then once that works, you can really light the world on fire by starting with a low ticket offer up front. It's that simple at its core. That is the offer engine. You need to have these 3 things in place before you even think about how to use AI, how to run ads, how to create email sequences, or all the other crap that's probably making you feel pretty overwhelmed right now. So the offer is truly everything.